Mixtape Podcast.
Yeah, what it do?
Well,
Wednesday,
before we
April.
move on to the next game,
Go ahead.
after this game that we saw here, seeing the Suns for the first time this season, and seeing the impact that Chris Paul has on that team,
Mhm.
how much further do you think this team would be if it had Chris Paul on it? The Knicks. Because we were rumored to be interested in him before the season started. We was going to trade for him. He didn't want to come because he wanted to stay on the West Coast for his family.
Yeah.
But in this situation that he did get traded to New York, and everybody else is on the team except for Alfred Payton. Where do you see this team going with Chris Paul as the lead point guard?
I just want to say, like, and I know I've said it in previous podcasts, I really wanted Chris Paul or Fred VanVleet. Those are the two guys. And
I ain't gonna lump Fred VanVleet with Chris Paul, but I understand what you're saying.
I'm not lumping them together. I'm just saying, like, if you can't get one, get the other.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. I wanted somebody who could shoot the three, who could run the point, space the floor, get to the paint. Whether they
Defend.
finish or not, they when they get to the paint, something could happen.
Defend.
And defend. All things Alfred Payton struggles at. If the Knicks got Chris Paul, even if you don't think that they're gonna get to the fourth seed, Chris Paul is good enough to will you to the fourth seed by himself with a team that has a budding young star in RJ Barrett, if you believe in him, which I think that the Knicks franchise did. And I think the Knicks franchise believes in RJ. I think they believe in Mitch. And we're going to get to this later, but they believe in Julius Randle. And they always have. So if you think that those players are good enough to get you at least to fighting for the play-in, then Chris Paul brings you to the fourth seed. Now you see how the season played out, and we are already the fourth seed. And we're going to be battling. I don't see us falling further than sixth. So imagine if you have a Chris Paul who instantly shoots you up a few seeds by himself. I don't see how we are not an elite team with the same roster, except you swap out Alfred for Chris Paul. I don't see how we're not battling in the first, second, third seed. Maybe we're not first, maybe we're not second, but we're right up there with them because they're all within games of 2 or 3 games of each other. And I don't see how the Knicks aren't within that kind of seeding expectation after seeing what they did this year with the Chris Paul. So it kind of hurts to talk about it because you could get him, but at the same time you hear what happened. It's like, okay, he wanted to be closer to the West and he wants to win a ring. Mm-hmm. None of us saw this coming. So you have to, when you're management, you have to give him what he wants. But man, if you could have made that trade and then he comes in and he sees how Julius Randle was prepping. He sees how RJ has worked on his game. He sees Emmanuel quickly can shoot the ball from 30 to 35 feet out. You see Nerlens Noel blocking everything. You see Mitch. It almost brings a tear to my eye just talking about it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that, man. Like, I really wish we could have gotten Chris. But I understand. Maybe we can get him in the off season. If not, maybe we can get somebody who can replicate some of the things that he does.
That's all I wanted to know. We view this situation similarly because if Chris Paul was on his team, based on what you've seen from this team this season and how many games that we had that were in fighting, like in the beginning of the season before we had Derrick Rose, we were losing a lot of close games.
Mm-hmm.
And with Derrick Rose, you see we shot up to be this much better, right? We're what, 17-4 in games that Derrick Rose has played in. So when you take that, right, that information that I just gave you with Derrick Rose, imagine all those games in the beginning of the season without Derrick Rose if we had Chris Paul on the team. How many of those losses do you think are gone? I swear it's like 10 games where we would have won if we had Chris Paul on this team. And with those 10 games, our record right now would be 45-18, which is the Phoenix Suns record right now. So in my mind, in my fantasy land where we have Chris Paul, we are the best team in the NBA. Record
I don't know
wise.
if I want to go that far, bro. But
You don't feel like 10 wins Chris Paul could have got us out in the beginning of the season? Just 10. We went on a damn near 10-game win streak without him.
it's hard to argue.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's hard to argue.
just 10 games. His
it's hard to
presence
argue.
is going to make a difference on his team. So
It's hard to
knowing
argue
that-
that if you don't make that Derrick Rose trade to begin the season, that you're not one of the best teams in the league. So if I feel that way about Derrick Rose, how can I not say that about Chris Paul?
Exactly.
So
And
imagine
that,
we had Chris Paul and then we pulled off that Derrick Rose trade before the trade deadline.
boy, I tell you.
Boy, I tell you.
Boy, I
All
tell you.
right, you touched on something that I kind of want to talk about, but we're not going to talk about it unless because we got some topics to talk.
Let's get to it.